What's up, guys? Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite second generation shiny Pokemon? And that includes Pokemon entries from Pokedex entries from Chikorita to Celebi, I believe. Now for me, if you just look at my YouTube avatar or whatever, you'll pretty much see what my favorite shiny Pokemon is. But if you don't want to do that, I'll tell you. My favorite second gen shiny Pokemon is Raikou. So that's my answer. Leave yours in the comments below and let's get started with the battle. What's up, guys? Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Wait, Wi-Fi battle? Really? Yeah, it's been a while since I brought a Wi-Fi battle, but here I have a Wi-Fi battle against someone who goes by the name of keynah. It's a UU battle, as you can see, although my opponent looks to be using some type of RU-ish team with like 2 UUs, I don't know. But anyway, my team is kind of revolved around the Bisharp, a Swords Dance Bisharp, Sub-Swords Dance, but unfortunately though, spoilers, I really don't get to use it in this game, so you can't really witness its strength or destruction. So without further ado, let's get started with the battle. My opponent's going to lead off with a Crystal, and I'm going to lead off with my Mienshao. I'm just going to go for a U-turn. I know I can't take him out with one hit, but I can at least break his 30, so I'm going to U-turn out into my Azelf, hoping that he doesn't like Shell Smash the first turn, which he doesn't. He's just going to go for Stealth Rocks like they normally do. And I can just take this thing out with a Psychic. And actually, we had a battle before this and it disconnected, but right here, he actually, his first move was actually Sub and not Stealth Rocks, so I don't know if that's really relevant. But anyway, he's going to bring out his Claydol, and there's really no reason to bring the Claydol into my Azelf since he already has a Stealth Rocks up, so I'm pretty sure that this is his Zoroark, so I'm going to switch out into my Swampert, because I'm pretty sure Swampert can take a hit, and then I can set up my Stealth Rocks, but no, that Dark Pulse did a hell of a lot of damage, so I got to switch out. I'm going to switch out into my Snorlax, as he's just going to go for a Dark Pulse again. And actually, I kind of looked away from my DS for a second, and then I looked back and I saw all that health going from Snorlax. I kind of thought it was a crit, but it's not. That Zoroark is indeed Specs, and I kind of suspected it to be Specs with how much damage it did to Swampert, but that kind of confirmed it. But anyway, I'm just going to go for a Body Slam to try and damage the Zoroark, but he's actually going to switch out into his Scolipede, which is nice because, 1, it does a lot of damage because of a crit, I think, and 2, I paralyze him, so yeah, hacks kind of, suck for him right there. But, it's a dead Scolipede for me. That's what I saw. But, anyway, now he's going to bring in his Hariyama. Don't want to keep my, Snorlax in on that. So I'm going to switch out into my, what's this thing called? My Cofagrigus. And he goes for the Sub, which is, okay, so I'm kind of thinking Sub-Toxic. Not Sub-Toxic. I'm thinking Sub-Focus Punch. But he actually goes for Toxic. So I'm like, what type of stalling Hariyama is this? Why? But I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. I'm pretty sure his Hariyama can't do anything to me, so I'm free to set up. But I'd rather have that Hariyama not behind the Sub before I set up. So anyway, I'm going to go out into my Azelf now, which in hindsight is kind of stupid because he could have just went for a payback and pretty much destroyed me. But it turns out he just goes for Brick Break. I guess he was predicting my switch, so that was a good play on his part. And I'm just going to go for Psychic. I know the Zoroark switch is kind of obvious, but I really don't care if he brings it in because then I could just switch into my Snorlax. And that's what I'm going to proceed to do, as he's just going to go for a Dark Pulse. I kind of thought that he would predict me and go for Focus Blast, but he doesn't. He just goes for Dark Pulse, and I can take another one, so I'm not really too worried. I'm just going to go for a Body Slam, still trying to damage the Zoroark, and he's actually going to bring back in his Hariyama, and I'm pretty much just going to leave my Snorlax in as Death Bother because I don't want this thing setting up any free subs on me, so I just went for Body Slam, but he's going to take me out with a Brick Break. He got a crit. Don't think the crit mattered because Fighting type, Hariyama, Snorlax, Stab, all that stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to bring in my Swampert, and he goes for Close Combat. He has Close Combat and Brick Break with Sub. I don't know. But I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rock so I can, pretty much distinguish what his Zoroark is from now on. And now I'm just going to go for a Scald, and this will kill because he's at -1 special defense, and I'm in Torrent. So that's a dead Hariyama. Now he's going to bring in his quote-unquote Claydol, but as we can see from the Stealth Rock damage, he's definitely his Zoroark. But I'm going to leave my my Swampert in his Death Bother so I can just get a safe switch out into my Mienshao. And right here, I actually had options. I could have went out into my Bisharp and set up a Sub because I do 4 times resist the Dark Pulse, but then I really couldn't hurt his Emboar too much. I just decided to bring in Mienshao, go for a U-turn. If he switches, I get initiative. If he stays in, then I just take him out, as you just saw. And now I don't have to worry about his Zoroark anymore, and I can just U-turn out into my Cofagrigus. I can pretty much deal with his last 2 Pokemon with this thing, which happen to be his real Claydol and his Emboar. So now he's going to bring out his Claydol, and he goes for Sub on this. Like, stop having Sub on your team. You have Sub on too many Pokemon that shouldn't have Sub. I mean, like, Hariyama is, kind of understandable because it could run like a Sub Punch set, but this, and you see, watch what he goes for with his Sub. So I'm going to go for a Trick Room, then I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball to break this Claydol Sub, and he goes for Reflect. Sub Reflect? What? Why? 1, you shouldn't have Sub on your Claydol at all, and 2, you have Reflect with it? I don't understand. But I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball, take the Claydol out, and actually I really didn't even think that would kill the Claydol because Claydol is very bulky, very specially defensive. But it kills, so that's nice. And now he's just going to bring out his last guy, which happens to be this Emboar. And this Emboar surprised the shit out of me right here because, well, not right here. Well, it was this turn. But I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball on this thing, and he goes for the Heat Crash. I'm like, what the hell is this? I have never seen Heat Crash in my life. I had no idea what that move was. I was actually kind of panicking a little bit. But it doesn't really do anything, and I'm just going to be able to go for another Shadow Ball, take this thing out, except he lives with a sliver of HP. He's going to go for a Flare Blitz, and that was kind of stupid because he should have just went for a Heat Crash again and, not died to his own recoil. And that's actually going to win me the game. So, yeah, I still have Mienshao, Bisharp, and Azelf left. But it was a still fun game, to say the least. I don't know. I want to get some more battles with this team. I really want to use this Bisharp. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please push that like button. Also, leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. It's been a while since I did a Wi-Fi battle, but I hope to get more in. So, yeah, this is Rampage here, signing out, and peace.